Hey everybody, welcome to the James and Kristie show. This is your good friend James Knight, and I'm here with my good friend Kristie Childs. And you know what? We have something real exciting for everybody. Let me tell everybody. I want to mention something real quick. Um, about maybe a few months to 6 months ago, I had a computer that just totally melted. And what happened was when the computer like melted, I don't know what happened, but the computer melted totally, and I lost everything on my computer. Okay, I lost my personal pictures. I lost all my documents. I lost even stuff that I use for like just personal information, for like house information, doctor information, everything. And a lot of stuff was replaceable, but I had to make a lot of phone calls, and that was a pain in the butt. So basically, I don't want what happened to me to happen to you. And I just want to really make sure, because I care about everybody here. So what we did was, Kristie and I, we kind of talked about it and says, you know what, how can we make sure that this never happens again to somebody else? And you know what, I feel like we found a solution. I have faith in this one person. I'm going to tell you that it's cool, because you never have to worry about your computer melting or maybe something, or losing all your information. I mean, Kristie, have you ever thought about that and got worried about that? Let's say somebody steals your computer. Anything could happen.
Anybody that works on computers knows there comes a day when your computer crashes. And my HP crashed about 2 months ago. And I took it in, and the guy's like, so sorry, you should have backed up your files, And I thought, whoa, I should have backed up my files. So when I got my new MacBook, I was telling Ankur and James that I went around to Best Buy and Walmart, and I had to put out almost $100 to get my files backed up with an external hard drive. And I really didn't want to do it, but I knew I should do it. I've been bitten before, just like James. And so Ankur has a solution for you, and I wished I had seen this before I went to Walmart, and because it is just so inexpensive, I couldn't believe it when I saw the price. And we want to welcome Ankur Shula to the James and Kristie show. Hi, Ankur. How are you?
Hey, Kristie. I'm doing good. Doing good. How are you?
Ankur, welcome to James and Kristie show. I know there's even something out there. I forgot what it was, but you see it advertised on TV. It costs like $200 a year, and we got something like it's like the price of pizza. But you know what, Ankur? Can you explain where this is? Like, say that we back up the information, everything, our personal pictures, maybe music, and where is all this information that's being backed up?
So it's actually backed up on our cloud storage, and it's 100% secure. It is SSL. It's encrypted every time it's being uploaded or downloaded. So it's 100% secure and safe, and it will stay, in there forever.
Awesome. Ankur, I have another question. How hard or easy is it to back this up? Can a grandmother do it, or a small child do it? Is it incredibly easy to do? And how long does it take?
Yeah, it's as easy as using Facebook. So if you can use Facebook, you can actually use this. You just have to install it and just drag and drop, and then you can choose which folders you want to back up, be it the photos or the documents or applications, and then it starts. It does RE backup, so that every time you save a file, it's uploaded automatically, and it's as easy as possible.
Ankur, you know that we didn't grow up in the world of computers, and some of us don't know what the cloud means. Does that mean that, okay, so my computer crashes, and next month can I go to the cloud and get my information back? How does that work?
Yeah, so basically there's a one-click, you can actually restore everything in just one click. So you install the application and you click on restore, and you can actually take all the files back to your new computer, and it's as good as it was.
Ooh, that is super cool. One click, and all my goodies are back on, my pictures and my documents, my PDFs, everything.
Ankur, can you actually download that to any computer, or how does that work?
You can actually to the same computer, or if you have bought a new one, you can do that there as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, folks, I got this already. That's all I can tell you, because this is a lifesaver. I mean, the information I have on it is thousands of dollars of information. And it's not even your fault if your computer melts. That's the whole thing. It's like if you go to like, for example, you go to a mortgage website or something else, there's always cookies or Trojans that are following you around. I call them like little vampires or little worms that follow you around. And you're thinking that, for example, I'll give you an example. Like for Amazon. What if all of a sudden you're clicking an Amazon site, and it's a dummy site that was actually made to look like Amazon, and you click on it, and all of a sudden what happens? Your computer just melts like the Wicked Witch of the West, and you lost everything. How would you feel if you lost everything? What do you have on your computer right now that you feel like you just go bonkers if you lost everything? How would you feel? Would you lose all your personal pictures? Would you lose thousands of dollars of music? I mean, would you lose all your books maybe that you downloaded to your computer? I mean, what would you do? What would it take to actually stop all that? Well, we have a solution. This is really the best thing since sliced bread. The reason is because it's pretty much a one-click solution where that you click this, it's all backed up. Now, when Ankur means cloud, very important, that is not on your computer. Okay, for people out there, it's like it's held somewhere else. It's like outer space. Think of this, because I know a lot of people, they're not as sure what cloud is. That's fine. Just think of it as stored on another server somewhere, like it could be another country or whatever. It doesn't matter, but it's all 100% safe. That's how it usually is. And so all you have to do is when you say you get another computer, then what you do is you click the button with which you get the code or how it operates, and all of a sudden it shoots it from over here back onto another computer. And that's how easy it is. Am I right, Ankur?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, there's one more very cool feature which I absolutely love about this is that once it has actually done a backup of your PC, and let's say you travel to let's say and you don't have your own home PC there, but you need a file, you can actually access it via the web portal. And you can access all your files through the web portal. Not just one file, not just one folder. Your entire computer can be accessed from the web portal. So you actually have access to your computer from any place in the world. That's the best part.
That's huge. I mean, I don't know if anybody really realizes how important this is, because there's companies that charge tons of money to do this for you. And I'm just telling you, tons of money. I'm telling you, like car payments. Do you understand? I mean, that's how much it would cost to do this. But we found this for like the price of a pizza. I mean, this is really just revolutionized. And then one of the things why we want to bring this to you as soon as possible was because we wanted to get you in the early bird special. I mean, it's just that because what that means is that before it goes up in 36 hours, we wanted you to say, because you're going to have to get it anyway. If you have to get it anyway, why not get it now at the cheaper price? That is how powerful this is. I mean, Kristie, do you wish you had this before your computer went bonkers?
Oh, all I got to say is, it's painful to even think about how much money I spent to do exactly what Ankur can do in, like you said, the price of a pizza. Unbelievable. There's stuff that comes around, and it's just a little window of time. Like this is just a little window of time that Ankur has this for so little to get so much. I mean, to be able to access your files from anywhere in the world, absolutely golden. I mean, think about what if you were on a cruise ship and you needed to get a PDF or anything or pictures, and you said, okay, just a minute, I know how I can get it. And you just go to your file and get that information no matter where you are. You never know when you're going to need something really important. What if it's a legal document? What if it's something that you have to have in your hands right away? You do not want to, lose your stuff. There are hackers all over the world who spend 24/7 trying to get into your computer to corrode your files. I mean, that's what they do. I don't know why they do it, but they do it, and we all know it. We see it on the news, and Ankur has, supplied this easy solution for us. So with that said, I'm going to give the thought of the day, James. The thought of today is, life is 10% what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it, Charles Swindoll. And that's so true. And to react to this, you know, this is like a little flag waving in the breeze. Protect your files, protect your storage. You don't have time to redo all this stuff. It just takes a click of a button. I'd say click on the link below. Get something that's going to protect you 24/7 while you sleep. Ankur, this is invaluable. Thank you so much for sharing it with us and everybody on the list. I mean, really, everybody who sees this should get this. No kidding.
We recommend it. That's what I can tell you. Also, Ankur, this is lifetime access, isn't it?
Yeah. So for the next 36 hours, we have a special, and we are actually allowing lifetime access for just a one-time fee, and after that, it moves to an yearly fees.
Oh, that is so awesome! I tell you, this is like insurance against the bad guys. I'm gonna tell you something real quick, everybody. I was I'm not gonna say the company, but it was a company where I used this company, and it's supposed to be one of the phone services, so that you know, I don't want to say which one, but the whole thing was that on the website I went there, okay, and I wanted to know how to install this or get some of the help, really. Well, what happened was it was a dummy website because they ranked the whole page, which is very easy to do. Kristie and I teach this. And what happened was I called the number. And so after I called the number, they said, okay, no problem. They said, enter this code. I entered this code, and Ankur knows what's going to happen. They took over my computer. Okay, and after they went to the computer and said, let me also explain to you that, and they did this to my dad too, okay, so he told me he remembers this, is that they said, oh, you got 300 virus. Okay, first of all, I don't have anything on my computer because I redo my computer every time. But the thing was that they were trying to sell a virus control thing, whatever it was. And I was like, oh, but I know what's going on. But I was scared. And why I was scared was because this guy had remote access to my computer. So he can go through all my files. He can dump them if you want. He can do anything because, you know what, these guys are that good. So afterwards, I unplugged my whole computer, trying to make sure he wasn't in it. But the whole thing was, what if all of a sudden, if I said no to him, and all of a sudden he dumped all my files? Do you understand? I mean, that could happen. Don't think it can't. But if I had something like Ankur's, what I do is I push a click, and I could like restore all that stuff on my computer. Just like I said before. What, Kristie?
I have to tell you, the very same thing happened to me.
Did it really?
The very same thing. And this guy, he's very convincing. And he called, and you know, he had TeamViewer on their screen, and he showed them screenshots of viruses that didn't exist, and then he said, now I'll put you through to my tech support. We can fix it for $69.95 a month. My mother was so freaked out that they actually pulled the plugs on the computer, shut it down.
Did the same thing.
Gave it away, and my dad went out and bought my mom a new computer because he did not want anybody inside my mom's computer. It was a freaky thing, and she lost all her pictures, everything. She was so upset. And so, you know, I'm telling you, you need to get this.
Exactly. Kristie, did we know what each of us was going to say right now? I mean, I didn't know you didn't know what I was going to say.
No, we've never talked about
What's
that.
the coincidence of actually this happening? So, folks, all I can tell you, just grab it. I mean, let me tell you, this is dummy proof, okay? This is dummy proof. And you know what? You can be a big dummy if you don't get this because, you know what? You lose all your information. That's lifetime. That's very replaceable. Anyway, click the link on the bottom right now to grab the early bird special because I tell you, you need this. You need this. This is called insurance, but cheap insurance, dumb insurance. You need it. Please get it. We recommend it. Who has it? Kristie and I. We have the whole enchilada. That's all I can tell you. Our life is worth a lot more than that. All right, later on, everybody. I appreciate you being on, Ankur, and thank you for such a valuable service.
Yes, absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ankur.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. I tell you, I told you guys have to get this. Please click the link. I believe in it. Later on.